Hey everyone, I wanted to go over the new and exciting news that we got for Hunter Rise Sunbreak, which is now available on both the Nintendo Switch and on PC. And today we're going to be checking out the fact that Ryoso Tsujimoto is back, and more importantly, he's literally showcasing us what we are going to be expecting to see for free title update number 2, as Capcom has been already confirmed that it will be dropping by the end of September, but something that I've already touched upon is most likely going to be dropping on either September 28th or September 29th, based on some of the information we've gotten our hands on. So all of the information that I'm going to be talking about today happened in the most recent Capcom TV stream that they had. I'm going to be leaving a link in the description below for you guys to check it out if you desire. You can actually fast forward to around the minute and 50 or so mark to be able to see some of it. Again, this is all in Japanese. This happened just a few days ago by the time that you're seeing this video. And essentially, they had Ryoso Tsujimoto, the producer of the Monster Hunter franchise, there. He usually doesn't show up in these type of streams. They do these about maybe once a week or so, and they play the game and they talk about stuff when it comes to the franchise. They play a lot of Capcom stuff, but specifically when they do Monster Hunter stuff, they're playing with streamers, they're playing with players who are just joining into the hunt. They do a lot of things. That specific stream yesterday was mostly focused on them giving away some of the silver and red amiibos, red metallic amiibos that they have been giving away for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. You should be seeing some of those images on the screen right now. So I thought originally, I usually don't watch these streams, but I thought originally that was pretty much one of their biggest pushes to get people to watch, as they were just giving away some of those silver and red metallic amiibos, which I talked about almost 2 months ago by now. So that wasn't necessarily the biggest important thing that they were showcasing. At the back end of the actual presentation, they brought up Ryoso Tsujimoto. I believe he had a hunt for a silver Rathalos or something along those lines. And after they had a lot of fun during that specific silver Rathalos hunt, they specifically started to talk about the Tokyo Game Show presentation that Capcom will be hosting, and they specifically wanted to ask him a couple of questions regarding what to expect in said presentation. If you don't already know, I made a video about this a couple of days ago, and I'm going to be leaving a link in the description below for that, where I basically broke down that on September 15th, I believe it's 7 a.m. West Coast time, 10 a.m. East Coast time, we're going to be seeing a brand new Capcom presentation where they are going to be talking about Street Fighter. I think they're going to be talking about Resident Evil, the Mega Man, remastered games or something like that. And they're going to talk about Sunbreak specifically. And in the wording for the original reveal for that, they specifically spoke about that we're going to get the latest news on Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. And in this specific stream, the Capcom TV stream that I'm literally referencing, and you should be seeing that on screen right now, they were asking him about what we can expect to see for that presentation. So I actually transcribed a little bit of the conversation. I didn't transcribe the whole thing, but mostly the important parts. So essentially, he's asked to talk about what to expect at Tokyo Game Show. He says that all the latest news for Sunbreak will be shown there. So once again, reconfirming what they already had said originally in their Twitter account just a few days ago. And then, while they're actually showcasing the roadmap for Sunbreak that we know of, something that we've seen multiple times by now, he casually mentions, I wonder if you'll be able to play a new monster there. And then he expounded after a couple of big O's and Ahs from the people there as well. He says, it's a monster that's a bit suspicious. And then everyone just went ooh and ah again. So then after all the oohs and ahs, then a little bit of laughter, they asked, so wait, what do you actually mean? And then he said, I just hope everyone is looking forward to seeing more that we have to show. And then essentially as that happens, they cut away from the overlay where they were showcasing the roadmap for Sunbreak, and they're basically showcasing him wearing that little bit of an Espinas bracelet, paper bracelet, I guess you could call it, and they all basically start laughing. And then he's like, what's going on? What? Like, he's just casually playing along. Very funny situation that they actually had there. And after some back and forth retort, nothing necessarily, revealing or anything like that, they mentioned that, oh, I wonder what the commenters will think about this. So all in all, basically, they were having fun with the whole situation, as they were hinting that basically a brand new Espinas, most likely, like we already know, and if you have been paying attention to the channel, we know that a brand new Espinas Subspecies, or rather a old existing version of Espinas subspecies is going to be making its way into Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak for free title update number 2. This is of course Brown Espinas, the I believe version 2.5 monster update for Monster Hunter Frontiers is when that monster originally came out. So I certainly want to give a quick shout out to the Monster Hunter Spain Twitter account who kind of teased on this as well. I don't think they're an official Twitter account, but I saw them teased on this. Also Game 8 for Japan also tweeted about this. Otherwise I certainly would not have known about this since I was not watching the presentation, but I went ahead and transcribed just the important parts of pretty much what took place in that specific stream, and I think I showcased most of it. Now, one of the things that I didn't necessarily know as I was putting this video together was that the Brown Espinas subspecies actually fights in the tower. This was a region composed, I believe, and or showcased before in both Frontiers, but it also was part of like Monster Hunter 4. This is where you essentially fought Kushala Daora originally. And in the tower is basically just an arena, like Forlorn Arena we just got for Lucent Nargacuga. It's extremely similar. You have the starting area, you prepare, and then you just go right in, and then you're already ready to fight. This is something that's actually showcased in the roadmap on the top pane of the window. You should be seeing that on screen right now. You see the Brown Espinas outline. This is something that we've kind of talked about multiple times, but now with the context that the tower is what's directly behind it, it kind of puts everything into place that yes, of course, this is directly what they are referencing. Now, of course, like I've mentioned multiple times already, people have been looking through the game files. I specifically want to make a video and talk about all the things that we know are coming to free title update number 2 that are not specifically related to monsters, because we don't have the full picture on the monsters just yet, but I certainly want to touch upon some of the features that are being talked about for free title update number 2, so I certainly want to touch upon that as well in the upcoming days. But pretty much there you have it. Ryoso Tsujimoto, Teasing, and Espinas subspecies, or at the very least, new monster is what they actually referenced it as for the Tokyo Game Show presentation that they will be hosting on September 15th at 7 a.m. Pacific time or 10 a.m. East Coast time. So certainly you're going to want to get up early in the morning if you want to be able to catch this live. They did say there will be an English version of the stream. Do expect though, however, like I mentioned before, they will be talking about Capcom's Street Fighter 6 and that Mega Man thing and like Battle Network or something like that, and Exo Primal I think is another game that they mentioned that they're going to talk about. So the whole Sunbreak thing is probably going to get buried all the way to the back, since that is the actually live game that they are, you know, like selling right now. So they're going to like hold off on that, and they're not going to like open with it. I wouldn't imagine. Maybe they do, maybe they won't. I don't necessarily know, but most likely they are going to make you wait a little bit to watch the presentation. I think they also said there will be a Street Fighter specific stream, Street Fighter 6 I think it is, after that specific stream as well. So Tokyo Game Show seems to be shaping up really well this year. I saw a lot of stuff about Koei Tecmo is holding a presentation as well. Square Enix is going to be doing something. So there's going to be a lot of information coming out from there. I know it's not relevant to this whole Monster Hunter thing, but I always find it fascinating as someone who plays a lot of games on just different consoles. If you're brand new to my channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up. And as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.